So as journalists who have worked in the news for a very long time, we know everyone has an opinion about what happens in their community and how overwhelming the headlines in New Orleans can be.
That is certainly true, but there's a local TikTok creator taking those headlines and turning them into something a little bit more digestible that she hopes will inspire change in the city. I sat down with Stacey Robertson reporting, as she says, live from Gotham City without Batman.
I'm gonna say what we do not have the guts to say. We just can't come outside and we can't do right. In the words of Lil Wayne, the block is hot.
504 Girl has built a huge audience on TikTok.
Let's get into my top 3 news stories.
Tuning in for the unfiltered delivery of New Orleans daily headlines.
Reporting live from the trap, reporting live from Gotham City without Batman, reporting live from Grand Theft Auto, New Orleans, reporting live from straight up here.
Stacey Robertson's intro gets straight to the point.
Well, you know, Gotham City, right? People run amok, it's crazy there, and without Batman. So we don't have a superhero. Like, nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming in to do the work to protect us.
Are you surprised it's grown to 200,000 people?
I am in total shock. Really? Yes. I started off, like I said, just during the pandemic talking like most people. And for it to be where it is now and growing every day, I'm like, wow. This is something. Let me see, my last video I posted was like 11,000.
And it became something fast. She now earns money from occasional partnerships plus views and merch sales. The catalyst is her personality. Check out her most watched video. Delivering gas.
Oh, cousin, we have this service in New Orleans, and it's called Fuel of NOLA. The only reason why we have it is because we have a high number of carjackings.
So all of it is trauma. All of this comedic stuff is in trauma. I have like tons and tons of stuff that I just read through. And
her typical content comes from combing through news, cross-checking articles from different outlets, taking notes, and summarizing in a way that sounds like you're talking to family.
The news is stuffy. I'm sorry, guys. Like, sorry. That's okay. Yeah, like the news is stuffy. You know, you guys sometimes use words that people can't follow.
Baby, St. Bernard Parish don't play. I'm gonna keep saying that every time y'all bring y'all ghetto to St. Bernard Parish.
Without a filter, she connects with an online audience that this self-aware reporter knows can be difficult to reach.
Do you think that there are people that are just numb to all these negative headlines?
Absolutely. I think by doing TikTok, I've been told that, you know, I stopped watching the news, but now I watch you. And I'm like, I don't want you to just depend on what I'm giving you, right? So you need to also look at the news to see what is going on.
For Stacey and a lot of native New Orleanians, what's going on has become more difficult to stomach by the day. Constant bullets and bloodshed, children both committing crimes and becoming the victims of them. Carjackings and car thefts from West End to the furthest corners of the East. Stacey believes some of these problems stem from barriers to mental health treatment and counseling.
Because a lot of people in the city are living in survival mode and they have been exposed to a lot of trauma, but they don't recognize it. It comes out in anger, it comes out in aggression, it comes out in being defensive, it comes out in being violent.
Stacey has a background in social work and now works with the next generation of scholars in higher education. Her videos encourage parents to show up for their kids at home like her mother did for her family.
Every lesson that I'm giving people are life lessons that my mother gave me.
Stacey says Phyllis, or Peaches Brown, quit her job to focus on her son when he started getting into trouble.
She did everything she could to save her son's life. She said, I'm not burying my child. And so when I posed that question to these parents, I'm like, when are you gonna step up and really do whatever it takes to do whatever you need to keep your child safe or to keep them off the streets?
Y'all not tired of burying your children? Y'all not tired of sitting on the front row at these funeral homes, these chapels, these churches? Y'all not tired? Y'all not tired of releasing balloons for these children?
A lot of our children are struggling with mental health issues. They're struggling with the environments they're living in. They're struggling with poverty. They're struggling with opportunities. They're in these failing schools. Hey, my good cousins, reporting live from the trap.
Still, from her kitchen table, the news anchor of New Orleans East is hoping she motivates her audience to vote, get involved, or redirect the future of the city she loves.
I will never run out of content, and it's unfortunate. I would like to run out of content. I would like to shift my focus and start talking more about like mental health, because that's something that's very important to me. But every day it's something.
Now, Stacey tells me she has recently become a victim of violent crime in her own neighborhood, and following the example of sacrifice set by her mom, she says the right move for her family is setting a plan to move to the North Shore by the end of the year.
I hate to see her move because a lot of people probably follow her voice.
Yeah, absolutely. And she said that she will always care about New Orleans, but she's got a 9-year-old and she's got a 21-year-old, and she said, this is what my family needs.
You need to do what you do for your family.
Yeah,
Good story, Devin.
Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting, and I like her take on our reporting.
Yeah, I do. That was it was refreshing to hear.
If you liked it,